Hello and welcome. Great to have you along here for the NBA on 2K Sports. It's a St. Patty's Day special. Time for the NBA and a little wearing green. It's going to be Nene and the Denver Nuggets up against Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks. Enjoy the game. I'll see you again at halftime.
We hope you're wearing the green today. And now, presented by State Farm, we take a look at the matchups for our tip-off coming up moments from now. First, for the Nuggets, Ty Lawson and J.R. Smith, they're manning the backcourt. And the man in the middle is Nene. He is certainly a stabilizer for him. They count on his presence and his production. Then there's Gallinari, and it's Martin in at the power forward. And for the Mavericks, Jason Kidd is out there with Carter. We've got Odom, a terrific presence on the low block, one of the best. Then there's Marion, and it's Nowitzki in at the fourth. Out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Boy, how good were the Mavericks last year against the Western Conference? They won 35 times against Western opponents.
Here's Martin. 6 on the shot clock. Guarded now by Lamar Odom. For 3, Lawson. A second chance effort. Deflected by Nowitzki. On defense, the Nuggets. 3-pointer. Gets it to go. Nowitzki's got his first 3 points of the game. Going back onto the Mavs, they didn't win the division, Clark, but they nabbed the 3 seed in the playoffs. That played a nice part.
Yeah, you know, they edged out the Thunder by 2 wins, and the difference there was the record of those 2 teams against the Western Conference. So I know it's a long season, and sometimes it's hard to value every game. But when you're a playoff team, a contending championship team, every game does mean something during that regular season.
Absolutely. And Doris Burke spoke with George Carl. Doris?
Kevin, he told me that they'll be looking to keep things moving quickly on the offensive end in order to negate some of their opponent's shot blocking skills. He feels that if they can keep them on the move and off balance, they'll be able to keep their leapers from turning away shots. Guys?
Wonderful stuff, Doris. Thanks. What approach to use against the opposing D, I guess, in the front of their minds, it sounds like that.
Yeah, well, it's a tall task when you take on a team as sound defensively as they are, so you just have to be sharp in your execution.
Steve?
Yeah, you got to be sharp, but you also have to attack. I mean, if you're not aggressive against this team, they're going to take control of you, and all of a sudden, they'll have control of the game. This looks like a 3-point contest out there, guys.
Yeah, you would fit right in, partner. I mean, you hit one on us, we'll hit one on you. A terrific battle going on here.
Takes it right up. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Marion. Carter's got his first basket. And it's the Nuggets with the ball.
You know, looking at Vince Carter in his prime, I thought he was one of the greatest scorers and dunkers in the league. Maybe top 5 in both categories, but now at 34 years old, he's grounded a bit.
And it's Smith missing.
Well, he came away empty there, and that's a shot that should probably go down.
The fader. And Dallas again with the bucket. I'm talking about Vince Carter, not one to ever make excuses, but you heard through the grapevine, Steve, that his knees are starting to be a problem for him.
Well, Clark mentioned his age. I mean, that's just the reality of playing in this league, particularly somebody like Vince Carter, who's a high flyer. You think about all that impact.
Boy, that is an alley-oop of the highest order on the front. Back in.
Well, play they've been working on, I'm sure.
That's got to be the case because that was impeccable timing.
Kidd against Lawson. And the big-time jam. Let's see it again with the Sprite Slam Cam.
Now, that's just rubbing it in, fellas.
Throwing it down with style.
These folks are not going to forget that one anytime soon.
Kidd with it. Back to Nowitzki. He's against Martin. And the basket by Nowitzki.
Well, he knows his role. He embraces it. He's really a guy that you can go to offensively.
from 20 feet out, and it's sent back by Nowitzki. Mavericks leading by 6. And Marion gets it to go on the assist by Kidd. 1:27 left in the first.
Well, I think it was certainly a topsy-turvy season for the Nuggets with all the Carmelo trade rumors, but, you know, considering all of that uncertainty, it was good to see the way they rallied after the trade and finished the season really strong.
Brendan Haywood, he's checked in for Dallas. Peja Stojakovic comes in for Sean Marion. Chris Anderson is checked in for Denver. Flalo comes in for J.R. Smith. .125 left here in the opening quarter.
He wasn't paying any attention to the defense. They have wasted no time building this lead. They've been solid at both ends.
Yeah. They look really focused and ready, intense, together, composed. I mean, they've been hot out of the gate.
Now, here's Gallinari. That is in there. Washington with the assist.
You know, when there's little or no D on this guy and he's headed to the rim, just chalk it up and go on.
And Dirk Nowitzki once again. Nowitzki's got 11.
Wow, hot start offensively.
Racing out to that quick lead, I mean, they're scoring and shooting with a lot of confidence.
Kidd kicks to Carter. Three-pointer, and a great assist by Kidd as that one goes in. Kidd's got 4 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 13. Now Russell. He has 5. And here's Gallinari outside. No luck.
Using his strength nicely there to ensure the rebound. Good work.
Shots good by Stojakovic.
Easy finish there.
Defense was helping.
On offense, here are the Nuggets. 15-point game. To halt the run, that's good on the jump shot. He's got 6. Mavericks leading by 13. The shot's good from Carter.
Another fast break move. They're just outrunning their opponent here.
You know what, Steve? I think the defense has left themselves vulnerable, and they're learning the hard way that speed definitely kills.
Up in time. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. Mavericks lead by 13.
And it's been beautiful basketball to watch, guys. Really sharing and moving the ball, and as a result, they've got a great flow going.
Hand in glove, 5 guys working as one. The power of the fist, we call it. They've racked up a bunch of assists.
And we'll see you in just a moment. And welcome back as we continue our St. Paddy's Day broadcast. Here's Terry. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Rick Carlisle is one of the most respected coaches in the NBA, and he said of the title team from a year ago, it was one of the most special he's ever been around. He looked at what their strengths were, not what their weaknesses were. Carlisle said, it's not about what you can't do, it's about what you can do. It's not about what your potential shortcomings are, it's what we could accomplish as a group together. And it was just phenomenal to be around them. Guys, a championship will put a smile on everyone's face.
All right, Doris.
Well, I think that's what made the Dallas team so interesting last year. I mean, they were such a good collection of talent, and they all really complemented each other well. They spaced the floor, they played off of Dirk, and they had multiple players who could hurt you in a small backcourt, but they could really, really shoot it.
And he slams it home. Here's the replay on the Spike Slam King.
There isn't anybody in the building that didn't appreciate that throwdown.
Well, Steve, that's as fancy a finish as you could possibly get.
A serious degree of difficulty on that one.
I like the fact that the Mavs were a really strong team at home, and it shouldn't be a surprise. I mean, it seems like each year they find a way to win in front of a terrific home crowd. He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
It's tipped. It's stolen by Harrington. Everybody's running, and they're on the break. From deep three-point range, the long-distance three is good.
And that steal really triggered the fast break. Nice play.
Yeah, you're right, and the break itself may have been even better.
Back to the Mavs, that home crowd. They also have another guy who's pretty important in that audience. That's their owner. You know, Steve, he's watching every game in Dallas.
Yeah, from right behind the bench, too. Well, that's something that the team has grown accustomed to. And Mark Cuban has been a terrific owner for the Mavericks. He's turned that franchise around. And he's really a major part of their culture.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Lamar Odom. He's checked in for Hayward. Oh!
I think he wanted some one-on-one time with the rim. He wasn't letting that thing go.
No, a little pose up there hanging on the rim, just kind of showing off a little bit, but
here's the break. Goes up and finished off by
Tell you what, his vertical skills are outstanding. He can fly and float.
He just proved it, too.
And not only that, he's got the dexterity and composure to go along with those hops. He's quite a player.
Here's West. Now Smith defending. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3 seconds call. The Nuggets trail by 12.
You know, it took a while, but it's nice to see those knees of Kenyon Martin start to get closer to full strength as he continues to make a solid contribution to his team.
Here's Smith. He takes it up and lays it in. Smith's got 5 points so far.
Boy, that was a nice little finger roll to finish the play. Splendid finish.
Back to Kmart, Clark. You had knee problems, too, so you can appreciate what this guy has gone through. Hard to think he'll be the explosive player he was, but he is a smart defender, always has been. Veteran. You know, Steve, a lot to offer.
Oh, defensively, I mean, Kenyon Martin's as good as it gets, Kevin, because this is a guy who can guard multiple positions. He's got incredibly quick feet, and he takes pride in it. I mean, he just wants the challenge of guarding the opponent's best player.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Nowitzki. And it's Carter in for Jason Terry. They need this. Vince Carter the bucket on the assist by West. And that's 11 points for Vince Carter. Lawson against West. West against Lawson. Hits the three-point bomb. Lawson's got 10 points in the game.
They're shooting the ball extremely well right now. They're looking at that three-point shot as a way to get some extra offense and really continue to fortify their momentum.
The Nuggets trail by 10. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd, a pass-first pure point guard, never considered much of a shooter. A lot of people are surprised to know he ranks third all-time in three-point field goals made. His three-point shooting really developed in his later years, and he shoots them more than ever. With the guys I have, Dirk and Jason Terry, it makes the game so much easier. The big thing I worked on is being able to shoot the ball. If I can knock down the open three, it helps my teammates get easier shots, and that makes the game easier. Like a true point guard, guys, even when scoring, he's looking at how it opens the floor for his teammates.
What a score. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, Jason Kidd, such a cerebral player and a great teammate. He's always found a way to improve from one year to the next. And the way he improved his jump shot the last couple of years really made him a perfect weapon in that Dallas offense.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. Kidd comes in for Delonte West. Denver also making some changes. Nene, he's checked in for Anderson. Harrington comes in for Kenyon Martin. And it's Gallinari in for Wilson Chandler.
You look at their scoring. Mid-range jumpers account for 6 of their last 10 points.
Well, defensively, they're doing a nice job of keeping them out of the paint, but you got to give them credit. They're knocking down shots. He's put on an offensive clinic. They've got to deny him the ball.
Yeah, and if that fails, then double him, Steve. I mean, they can't allow him to continue to hurt him like this.
Harrington against Marion. Open look, and the basket by Harrington. Here's Kidd. Nowitzki right side. Lets it go. Again, the Mavericks score. It could go. Lawson. No good. And that does it for the first half of play. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center.
Happy St. Patty's Day, and thanks so much.
Welcome back, everyone, to the picturesque American Airlines Center here in beautiful Dallas as we resume action. Here's Kidd.
You know, I was really impressed. Despite all of the turmoil that surrounded the Nuggets, they were very competitive in the West last season. They managed 30 wins in their 52 in-conference games, and that's about a 60% clip in a really tough conference.
I got it.
Lawson outside. The three. And yes, sir, that one drops. Lawson's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Nuggets. And for the Nuggets, an interesting mix of young talent and veterans. And Steve, I guess only time will tell if you think this team is going to get better as they move along.
Well, I think the key is chemistry. You know, they've got a lot of players who expect playing time. They came in, did a good job a year ago after the Carmelo trade. Can they maintain that togetherness and chemistry as they go forward?
He didn't fool anybody with the crossover, and all he got for his trouble was the ball taken from him. Embarrassing.
He's been a big part of his team building this lead. Another solid offensive effort.
Odom against Nene. And again, it's Denver. Mavericks leading by 6. Gallinari with the steal. Smith dishes to Nene. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Sean Merritt. The Mavericks making a switch here. Mahimi's checked in.
Guys, I thought Nene had the best season of his career last year for Denver. Averaged 15 points a game, and most impressively, he shot 62% from the floor.
Nowitzki for 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
He's a big reason why they have the lead right now. He's made all of his field goal attempts thus far and remains hot from the floor.
And back to Nene, if that is the field goal percentage part we're going to see from him going forward, that is a big boost to his side.
Yeah, it is a huge boost. And again, it's a matter of shot selection for a guy like him. He's strong, he's fast, he finishes around the rim. If he can sustain that, that's good news for him and bad news for the opponents.
Backs down. Trying to go big for the alley-oop, but good defense got in the way.
The opening was there for a split second, but he didn't get it there in time.
You know, his athleticism kind of sneaks up on you. You forget about how athletic he is until he makes a play like that.
What a powerful move. The hoop, Steve.
Yes, sir.
It kind of catches you off guard, doesn't it? Because he's got those little legs, and then all of a sudden, bam, he just explodes.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And Coach could tell they were out of sync. He's going to try to straighten it out.
Jason Terry, he's checked in for the Mavericks. And the Nuggets also making a change. Miller's checked in. Here is Miller. 6 points for him. He's picked up by Kidd. Can they get it? Connects. The jumper drops. Miller's got 8.
Coming out strong here in the third quarter. That's 4 for 5 shooting for this team.
You look at what George Karl has overcome in his battle against cancer and other issues the last few years, and it's just a testament to how tough a person he is.
Just adds to what has already been a great day for him.
He's picked up by Kidd. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Some good thoughts by Clark as we go back to George Karl. A lot of guys, Steve, would have called it a career, but you know and I know, all of us, he just loves this game so much.
Well, it was so nice to see the support that he got from around the league as he battled cancer. Did such a great job with that team during the Carmelo drama, as they called it. It was really a very taxing year for George Karl, but he battled through it and ended up putting Denver in a really good spot heading into the postseason.
Well, I like the fluidity I'm seeing from them on offense. It's a thing of beauty. Fun to watch.
Yeah, it is. They're moving the ball well, finding the open man, making that extra pass. They're playing very unselfishly right now.
Here's Nene. Lets it go from the baseline and nails it. Nene's got 9.
That's a lot of height for the defense to have to deal with.
You know what, guys? I mean, especially against a guy with his touch.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Peja Stojakovic, he's checked in for Marion. And Delonte West is subbed in for Jason Kidd. Chris Anderson is checked in for Denver. Harrington comes in for Kenyon Martin.
You know, guys, Dallas kind of gets slept on in terms of playoff action because they've been so disappointing in recent years, but they worked hard all season, and the hard work has its reward.
Great perspective. West kicks to Stojakovic. Tipped. Alley-oop pass. The Nuggets trail by 12. Everybody's running. From deep, Gallinari. That's good. Gallinari's got 9.
You know, guys, he's always looking for that open 3. I mean, that's his strength, and sometimes the best time to get the 3 is in transition.
And he responds with his own three-pointer.
Yeah, he came right back with his 3, and we're seeing a bit of gamesmanship right here, Steve.
Clark back to Dallas. They weren't really talked about as a contender, and some even had them losing to Portland in the first round. Then, Steve, that Los Angeles upset, that sweep got everybody's attention.
Sure did. They took the first 2 games in L.A., then they blew out the Lakers in Game 4 to finish off the sweep. Just an incredible series, and I think that was the series that was the springboard for Dallas into the finals and past the Miami Heat. When they beat the Lakers, Dallas knew they could win the whole thing.
Gets it to go. Harrington's got his second basket of the game. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gets it to go. 27 seconds left to play in the third. Gallinari inside the three-point line. That's in, coming off an assist from Miller. Gallinari's got 11 points. And Nowitzki backs in. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Chris Anderson.
You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him.
And that one falls for Nowitzki. Here's Lawson. He's got 17. Back to Nene. Deflected. It's stolen by West. And off in time, and it's in.
Oh, what a big shot. Goes out the court. They're going to the fourth with a little momentum now.
Well, through 3 quarters of play. Now, while we've got a moment, we're going to send it over to Doris Burke for our Spark of the Game, presented by Sprite. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. It's the Mavericks with the spark of the game with that big push we saw. There has been absolutely no let-up, even as their lead continues to grow with each stop. They're using this game to send a message to anyone who is watching, it seems. Guys?
Terrific stuff, Doris. Thank you. That was quite a run ahead play.
Yeah, I tell you what, Kevin, scoring bursts like that often tell the story, really. I mean, it's a no-brainer.
And that's been the case today. I mean, that's what you have to point to, I think, is the defining moment in this ballgame.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
Here's West. Lawson defending. Outside Terry. Gets it to go. Terry's got 6 in the quarter.
Another three, and we've just seen a barrage from long range here in the second half.
Yeah, they have come out blazing. And defensively, it's hard to deny that shot. I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover when a team spreads you out like they do.
Now, here's Nene. Not a lot of room. Down to 5 on the shot clock. With the clock winding down, again the Nuggets score. Here's West. Now Lawson defending. And here is West. Jacks up a 3. That's good.
9 straight points for them off of wide open looks from deep. Something has to change for this deep.
Yeah, they're just giving up too many easy shots out there. They've got to close out harder, get a hand up, make him put it on the floor.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Kidd comes in for Delonte West. J.R. Smith's checked in for Denver. Here's Martin. He passes to Nene. And the layup's good off the glass. Nene's got 11 points here in just the second half.
No question about it, guys. He's been one of their best performers today.
Nowitzki outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
What an offensive display he's putting on.
And at this point, Steve, you got to put more pressure on him. Bring help and make him move the ball.
From about 19 feet, again the Nuggets score.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Nene on him. With the fadeaway. And another basket for Dallas.
He's done an outstanding job all game long. Absolutely a great job of finding an opening against the defense.
Smith outside. That one falls off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got his 8th assist in the game. Outside Terry, but he stays with it. Hands it from downtown. Terry's got 9 points in the quarter.
Boy, these threes are picking them apart. I mean, 4 out of the last 5 shots against them, all uncontested, and all are threes.
Yeah, the defense just looks uninterested right now. I mean, they're not making the effort to challenge these shots.
Vince Carter is checked in for Jason Terry. And the Nuggets also making a change. Gallinari is checked in for Wilson Chandler. 1:57 left to play here in the fourth. Lawson pass to Martin. The 3 is launched. Nice shot by Smith.
That's now 6 straight points off open threes. Get a hand up, fellas. Pay attention to the scouting report.
You know how quickly things can go south when you start giving up wide open looks to this team.
Wasted no time on that one. 21 points for Vince Carter. Lawson against Kidd. Lawson kicks to Smith. On deep. That one falls. Coming off Lawson's feet.
I tell you what, he'll be quite contented to sit out there beyond the arc and knock down shot after shot if they're going to play defense like that. Tighten it up out there.
Here's Gallinari. An easy 2 points on the way.
Another turnover leading to a bucket.
Yeah, they've made the most of all these chances they've gotten from turnovers. I mean, it's really fueling their offense right now.
And that should do it. This is an insurmountable lead.
Yeah, there's too little time left, too big a deficit to overcome. This one, over.
Here against Lawson. Another three for Denver.
He's putting on a manly performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
Nowitzki for three. Marion gets the reaching call. That's foul number 2 for him. 44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep, Gallinari. Another three for Denver.
They could have used this run a while ago. It may not make much difference now.
Yeah, they hit that snooze button a little too much because they showed up late to this game.
That's going to do it. I don't think they have enough time here now.
This one's in the book.
Martin inside. Odom's there. Martin at the bucket.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. It might help them out if he was a bit more assertive.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're ahead by 8. 10 seconds left in the fourth. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yes, thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle was saying to the team. He told them if we can get a few big shots here, we can pull this thing out. It comes down to who wants more. Let's watch it play out, Kevin.
Feed to Nene. On the money.
Great look to find him inside like that. I mean, that's the way to find him when you're ready to score, guys.
Dallas calls timeout. They're leading by 6. 7 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Nowitzki. And now outside with foul intention. Here's Nowitzki. And that's an intentional foul.
They didn't have much of a choice but to foul. Unfortunately, this is the last guy going to the free throw.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they stopped the clock. These free throws are pretty much automatic.
Perfect from the line. It's a 2-point ball. Denver calls timeout. They're trailing by 8. 6 seconds left in the quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, they're not going to win this game, but at least you want to finish it out strong.
Well, there's no question in that, Mr. Steve. Certainly give them credit for that.
Just putting on an absolute show right now.
Steve, they better come up with a way to stop them. In fact,
So we see the Mavericks gets the win here. What teams play well on these guys have the edge?
yeah, I think so. They were going to take a night shot. Very on top of their game.
Well said. And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki.